Yasos and welcome to Vasily's Garden. Now folks, why is my citrus tree yellowing? Well, this is a kumquat tree, a standard kumquat that we've got in a terracotta pot. It's been in here quite a while. Now, we've also underplanted it with calibrachoas, which is like a spreading petunia, perennial. It has beautiful flowers, multiple flowers, and lots of different colours coming through, which is great. Now, the thing about underplanting citrus is because the citrus has a fine root system, it's going to be competing tremendously with anything planted above it, above that root zone. And the citrus trees tend to be quite shallow in their roots as well. And especially in the pot, well, that's going to be an even harder or greater competition between the two plants. Now, this one here started to yellow about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. We hadn't had any rain up till then, and then the last few days we got a couple of heavy downpours and the pot got a good soaking. Now that's probably flushed all the nutrients right through it, and obviously the calibrachoa is struggling as well now because this is starting to go a little bit purple on the leaves, I think, or well, just a little bit of a tinge going on there, and some of them are actually pale in colour as well. So that's a simple indicator that your plant is hungry, not only the citrus tree, but the calibrachoa or the underplanting, whatever plant you have there. I don't really recommend doing it, but you know, while I'm talking about underplanting, but you know, the boss in the family says she wants to see some colours, so there you go, there's the colours. And the colours are great, but we have to keep up the feed on these plants. Now in pots, I should practice it, but I don't as often as I should, is liquid feed the plants at least once a month. So when you're applying a watering can, and I've got one here, when you apply the watering can, at least once a month, if not once a fortnight, add a liquid fertiliser. And you know I prefer our liquid gold and our Eco Butch. You can put those two together and give it a good soaking. But to help that along as well, especially at this stage here, is to actually top dress them. Now, if your soil's really good, or the potting mix that you're using, or our planting mix is still really good and vibrant, you can see the texture and it's still good, all you need to do is put a little bit of superfood, and I've got some down here. Let me get that. And that's a superfood, which is our, you know, flagship fertilizer, slow release or fast release fertilizer, because it comes in a pellet form as well, and it's enhanced with a black grit, so you don't have to add any extra on top. It's already blended into it. Now, a pot of this size, you only need a small handful like this. It doesn't feel like a lot. Look, the worst, if you really get excited, like a lot of gardeners do, we always double up on the recommended rate, and it shouldn't burn the plants. We've done our trials and it shouldn't burn. This is made by the soldier fly larvae, which is all the unprocessed green fruit and veggies that's fed to them, and they excrete it out as a frass, which we call superfood, and our blend with the black grit just balances it all out, so you won't have any burning, or you should not have any burning. Now, application rate is really just a handful per square metre, and as I said earlier, we get excited and we apply more. So I've done it too, and I haven't seen any bad results. And in this case here, just for the purpose of the demonstration, I will put 2 handfuls, small handfuls like this around it, and don't throw it on top of your plant. Lift the plant underneath, from under, and spread it underneath, is what I'm trying to say. So that's 1 handful there, and the same on this side here. Now, by doing this, at least when you do water it, it releases some of the wonderful vital nutrients, the organic matter, into the soil, into the root zone, and the plant takes up a little bit of vitamins and nutrients at the same time. It activates the microbial activity in the soil as well, or the potting mix in this case here. So apply your superfood. The stuff's available at all leading garden centres and on our website. And then I'm missing my rose head. Don't ask me where it's gone on my watering can. And then add a half strength dosage of liquid gold and Eco Butch on top, just like that. Now, a pot of this size will easily take up 5 litres, if not more. So a nice soaking like that, that's half the watering can, yep. And that way, you give the plant a chance to recover. Now this, from my experience, won't recover overnight. It'll take a good 4 to 6 weeks to start seeing the results. And in fact, what's happening here is that we've got so much new fruit developing on it that all the energy is going to the fruit itself. So the soil was inadequate as far as nutrient levels are to be able to sustain the fruit and the foliage, you know, in its vibrant green colours. So the plant's obviously picked its fruit by favour and looking after that, but by adding the feed now, we should get a good burst into it and start to see a little bit of greening up coming along in the next few weeks. It's not just this one, it's the other one as well. So they're both due for a good feed. And look, it's not just citrus trees in pots, all pots. And I generally recommend, and if you haven't done it already, go around to all your pots and top dress them with a little bit of Superfood Black Grit Enhanced, that's that product there. And do that every 3 months. And depending on the type of plant, maybe you don't need to feed it in winter, but definitely spring and summer. Always top dress them and liquid feed them at least once a month with a half strength. That way you can feel safe that you're not going to burn the plants because it's in a confined space, and it will produce beautiful green leaves and stay vibrant and healthy all the time. So recap folks, why does a citrus tree go yellow? Well, a number of reasons. 1, too much water, it's holding water where it's growing. 2, lack of nutrients in the soil, and that can be enhanced or just exacerbated by underplanting as we got here with the Calibrachoas. And the discoloration and the purpling of the leaves here is a phosphorus deficiency, which the Black Grit will kick in and look after that. So Superfood top dress, whether it's in the pot or the ground, and then liquid feed it on top at half strength to give it the burst and help the plant absorb all those wonderful nutrients it needs to green up again. These products are available on our website, folks. We're still running our special to the end of the month. That's our 3RW code. Take advantage of the great discounts we have online, or otherwise go to your local garden centre and ask for your Superfood Black Grit and all our other wonderful products that we have available for you to use in your garden and enjoy. VasilisGarden.com for everything you need every day. From me, Vasili, Maresi.